Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Well, the Parliament witnessed chaos and showdown over the passage of the Karnataka government's 4% quota for Muslims in public contracts. The row was over Mr. D.K. Shivkumar's alleged comment on the constitution. The BJP said that Congress wants to change the basic structure of the constitution to give reservation to Muslims. Congress has said no one can change the constitution. The protests in Rajya Sabha were led by Mr. J.P. Nadda and Kiran Rijiju, who demanded an explanation from Mr. Kharge. Let's listen into what transpired.
One of the senior leader of the Congress party, very responsible Congress leader, who is holding a constitutional post, has made a statement that they are going to change the constitution of India to provide reservation in contract work to a Muslim community. Now, this statement, we cannot take this statement lightly, because if it was a statement made by any ordinary person, then we can understand, we can reply outside. But since the statement has come from a person who is holding a constitutional position, and in a very clear term, he has stated that Congress party will provide reservation to Muslim community, and for that they will change the constitution of India. It is a matter which we cannot tolerate, and this is assault on the constitution of India, the constitution provided by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And these people, they are talking about constitution, they are carrying the photograph of Baba Sahib Ambedkar, but their people officially makes a statement to change the constitution of India. I want the Congress president who is sitting here in the house to make very specifically clear about the Congress party's position. In what manner you want to change the constitution of India to provide reservation to Muslim community? I want clear-cut reply and position from the Congress party president.
I am a sensible senior politician than Mr. Nadda. I have been in the assembly last 36 years. I have a basic common sense. I have not said that there will be any. I have said casually there will be so many changes after various judgments. Whatever reservation has been given as per the quota of the backward class has been given. I have not said that we are going to change the constitution or not that. Whatever they are quoting is wrong. They are miscarrying it. I am categorically telling that we are a national party. We know what is the constitution, how constitution is built. It is our party. We have brought the constitution to this country, and they are misguiding. I will take a breach of privilege on this. I will fight out a case. They are misquoting.
All right, we'll talk about this, but first up, we have someone special to speak with. Mr. Syed Nasir Hussain, Congress Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, is joining us on the show. Mr. Hussain, appreciate you taking out the time and speaking to us, sir. Sir, there was a huge hoo-ha in the upper house today, saying that Mr. D.K. Shivkumar has suggested that the constitution should be changed to accommodate minorities, exclusively the Muslim minority in India. It starts with Karnataka and it should pervade the entire nation. What do you make of this back and forth which dominated the parliament today?
First of all, let me make it very clear. The allegations or the accusations that are being made against Mr. D.K. Shivkumar are totally false. Even the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, misled the Parliament today by saying that Mr. D.K. Shivkumar has said so. Let anyone give us the video clip where Mr. D.K. Shivkumar has said that they will change the constitution to accommodate Muslims or any minorities. What he said was, there are judicial pronouncements, there are judicial directions, there are judgments in the court according to which the amendments should be made at different times. He never specifically said that for a particular community or a particular caste, the amendment will be made. This is very clear. Second, BJP is making lots of hue and cry about the reservation in Karnataka or the reservations in contracts in Karnataka. Let me tell you, 2015, 24% reservation in contracts were given to SCs and STs in 2015. Then somebody went to the court, but court upheld the reservation in the contracts in civil works for SCs and STs, whatever was given. Then in 2020, this was only for 50 lakhs of rupees. Then in 2023, this was raised for 1 crore. Then 2024, they extended it to accommodate OBCs in civil contracts in 2024, that is 1 and 1B, 1 and 1A. I think in June 2024, this reservation in civil contracts were extended to OBCs, that is the most backwards, and relatively most backward categories, 15% and 4%, that is 1 and 2A. So then in March 2025, the cap for reservation for civil works was raised from 1 crore to 2 crores, in which 24% for SCs and STs, 15% for OBC categories in 2-1, 4% for OBC contractors in 1, category 1, and 4% in 2B. So this is all for SCs, STs, and different sections of OBCs within the backward category, for which the Constitution mandates. This hue and cry by the BJP, this misinformation campaign by the BJP, this campaign saying that only 4% has been given only for Muslims, this is completely false. 24% for SCs, STs, 15 plus 4 for OBCs.
Mr. Hussain, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been aggressively targeting the Congress Party, including the Prime Minister, for minority appeasement. In fact, the Prime Minister speaks about it quite often that the Congress has pivoted its political career, to say it so, on minority appeasement. Do you find that these charges, if repeated so often, could be misconstrued by the people on the ground as well?
2 points. One point is the reservation policy, which is there in Karnataka, has been existing from 1994. Now it is 2025. This particular reservation policy has been in place from 1994. That means for the past 31 years. This was based on the recommendations of several commissions, Amnur Commission, Chinappa Commission, Mr. Venkateswamy Commission, Professor Rao Commission. The 4 commissions which said that this reservation policy is very scientific. This is based on the socio-economic data survey that has been done by the state government, and this reservation policy was upheld by the court, not once, twice. So let me make it very clear, this is not nothing new that is being done by this government. This reservation policy came into force, came to be implemented from 1994. Point number 1. Point number 2, in these 31 years, there have been governments by Janata Dal, there has been government by JDS, there have been government by BJP, there have been government by Congress. So, and including JDU was part of the government at some point. So many chief ministers and so many political parties being there in the government for the past 31 years have maintained this reservation policy, have implemented this reservation policy, and have not raised any questions against this reservation policy. So this is point one. Point number 1, and that doesn't raise any question of appeasing any community or any caste. Number 2, as far as the Prime Minister making allegations or speaking about appeasement, about giving appeasement about certain communities, let me make it very clear. Since we are speaking about reservation here, the Prime Minister, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, had included several Muslim caste and Muslim caste in the state OBC list, and he recommended and pursued it with the Vajpayee government in the center, and got it added in the central list. So whom was he appeasing them? Was he not opposing Muslims then? Did he not get it included in the reservation list in the state and the center? So conveniently trying to rake up issues and divide the nation is something which is a favorite pastime and a favorite weapon of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Again, in this thing, what has happened, there were 3 chief ministers when the first BJP government was there, and during the second BJP government, 2 chief ministers were there. All of them pursued this policy, implemented this policy. During the last 3 days of their tenure when the election was being announced, they tried to do away with this reservation, but somebody went to the court, and court has given a stay, and court has said that this reservation policy should continue. This is the status. There's no question of appeasing anyone. Everyone is accommodated here. All OBCs, all SCs, all STs, and even EWS has been accommodated in this reservation policy.
All right, sir. So appreciate you took out the time and gave your clarifications. Thank you so much. All right, let me also welcome our other panelists for this conversation. Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator with us on the show. Mr. Athar Zia, Empower Media panelist, joins us on the program as well. Mr. Mukesh Tyagi, BJP spokesperson, also with us on the show. Satya Prakash, spokesperson for the Congress party, is also joining us on the program. Sumit Peer, let me take out a leaf from what Mr. Hussain also said. He said this quota system is very scientific in nature. This is something which has also been implemented by previous government. What he implied was that the BJP has also been in charge of Karnataka. Why wasn't such a hue and cry made when the BJP did it?
Vinay, thank you very much for having me on your show, and let me clarify 1 or 2 points which will put the things in right perspective. First of all, the Constitution of India does not allow any religion-based reservation. That's the point number 1. Now, Mr. Hussain has been careful with his words and he has managed his words very well. But a lot of people will not know when we talk of OBC reservation, that includes Hindu OBCs, Muslim OBCs and other religion OBCs as well. When we talk of ST reservation, scheduled tribe reservation, that includes communities from Hindus and Muslims and some other religions as well. So OBC and ST reservation is not only confined to Hindus. Yeah, scheduled caste reservation is only confined to Hindus. So when you talk of SC, ST and OBC, it can include Hindus, Muslims, Christians and some other religions and some other followings as well. But there is no provision in the Constitution which says the word Muslim reservation. Now what is being attempted here is a Muslim reservation, a very clear 4-person Muslim reservation. So, you can do the jugglery of the words, you can turn the tables around, but the question remains unanswered, 4-person Muslim reservation. And I have one question for Mr. D.K. Shivkumarji. When you talk of the other minorities of the state, so there are Jains, there are Sikhs. So does this reservation does this reservation include a typical Jain and a typical Sikh also? I'm not talking of the OBCs or STs within the community. Does it include those or not? They will not include. So even if you go with the logic of mathematics, 95% of the minorities in Karnataka is Muslims. So in a way, you're sugarcoating the words, you're doing the round robin, and you're doing in India what is unthinkable, and you are seeing your political fortunes are getting dwindled. So what are you attempting? You're attempting the most dangerous thing of introducing simply religion-based reservation. Tomorrow you will say in contracts, tomorrow you will say in government jobs, then you will say in police, then you will say in army, and it will be a big Pandora's box to open, because after these debacles in the elections, your fortunes are dwindled. You are losing the support of the Hindu community. So what are you trying to do? You are trying to get the Muslim community right, left, center, by what means, and try to entice them that this is a reservation which will implement. But at the heart of the hearts, even I will quote Mr. Dattaji Hausergoli, which he said yesterday, this is unconstitutional, and the courts of India have striken it down too many times. So when you know it is going to be stricken down, you are just trying to, in a way, befool or let down the garden path the Muslims of this country, and in Karnataka in the long run you are testing waters with a very, very dangerous thing. If somehow you are able to strike and the courts come in, or the central government strikes it down, at least then you can say, look, the government of India, the courts of India, the Shasan Prashasan of India is against Muslim. This is what Congress has been saying, Musalman khatre mein, Islam khatre mein. We are the only ones who can save you, we are the only ones who are the custodians, and you have to vote us again. And if you look into the history, what Congress has done for Muslims is practically nothing. And if you look at last 10-11 years, what Modi ji has done for Muslims, look at triple talaq, look at education, look at housing, look at so many things. Muslims, if they have got anything vis-a-vis development, they got in last 11 years. If they have got anything in illusions, delusions and optical illusions, was what the Congress promised and gave them nothing. This is the reality of life. But here, the problem is you are trying to start a very dangerous thing. You will start with the government contracts, then government jobs, then armed forces, police, then, it is an endless game. So this is where the objection is, that is where the bone of contention is. Let anybody with the merit do it. You want to increase 1% for STs or STs, you might still have a provision of doing it, but there's again a capping by the Honorable Supreme Court where you cannot go beyond a limit. So there are two challenges. One, religious-based reservation is not allowed beneath. Secondly, there is a capping to the maximum reservation you can have. You have to reduce somebody to accommodate somebody, but in no way you can say it is based on religion. Mr. Hussain conveniently dodged this question, and he was getting us into numbers. ये भाई पहले भी था, ये भी था, वो भी था. Was there a pehle, or was there earlier a Muslim reservation in Karnataka? No, it was not there. It is not any.
Yes, there is Muslim reservation in Karnataka.
Okay. All right, Mr. Satyaprakash, go on, sir. Let him respond.
Yeah.
Mr. Satyaprakash, if that's you,
I
go on.
think- I
Let him
think-
respond.
I
Sumit,
think
let him
my
respond. Sumit, let him respond.
My friend Sumit doesn't understand the problems in Karnataka. Muslim reservation is there from Karnataka, in Karnataka from 1994.
No,
Muslim
it
reservation
is
is
there
there.
is one reservation, sir.
Please listen.
Sir,
Mr. Sumit,
Sumit, let him
please
finish.
listen to me.
Sumit, let him finish.
Please
Sumit,
listen
let him
to
make
me.
his
I am
point.
from Karnataka. Please listen to me. Muslim reservations in education and jobs were given way back in 1994. Lot of people have gone to the courts, and courts have stuck it down, saying that based on the backward class different commissions, recommendations which have been given over a period of time, right from Chinnappa Reddy, that Muslims in Karnataka are socially and economically backward. What is reservation? Reservation is for unrepresented classes. Reservation is for those unrepresented classes who are socially and economically backward. Similarly, if you see EWS, you can't give as per constitution because reservation is not an poverty elimination tool. But still, the central government did give EWS reservation. Like that, similarly, in Karnataka and few other states in India, Muslims have been getting reservations for the past 20 to 25 years. Once we gave reservation, the earlier BJP government removed reservation for BJP. They went to court and court has given a stay and the reservation has been restored. Reservation for Muslims is not today, it is right from 1994. That is what exactly Rajya Sabha MP and CWC member Mr. Nasir Hussain has said. That Muslims have been getting reservation in Karnataka for the last 31 years. Please understand, aren't Muslims citizens of this country? Why are you so based towards one community? And please, another thing what I want to say is reservation in contracts been given only to Muslims? No. Reservation in contracts in Karnataka is a level playing field. It has been given to 24% SC and STs in the state. 18%, 19%, that means under category 1 we are giving 4%. The most backward states, castes come there, nearly 100 castes are there. Under 2A, 15% reservation is given. There nearly 180 to 190 OBCs get benefited of it. Why are you so biased towards Muslims? We are giving sabke saath. Under your own Modi, you say sabke saath, sabke vikas. Karnataka has been following his model. Sabke saath, sabke vikas. We are doing vikas of Dalits, we are doing vikas of OBC, and now since Muslims come under socio-economic backwardness, today we have done so many surveys also. Under the Sachar committee also, you know what is the condition of Muslims. I want to bring some information to this elite panel. If you look at number of contracts that Muslims participate in Karnataka and across the country, it is minimal, my dear friends. Don't you want 14% population of this country to be in the mainstream? Don't you want them to be economically empowered so that their children, their families, quality of life comes up? What is this nonsense? Are Muslims part of Pakistan? Are Muslims part of some other country? They are our own, yeah. Why do you have such a bias towards our own people? Today they constitute more than 30 crores population. You all should be happy. Your own Prime Minister says, Sabke Saath, Sabke Vikas. Aren't Muslims part of Sabke Saath, Sabke Vikas? We need to get away from this communal intention. We need to think about empowering each and every citizen of this country. That every citizen of this country means Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, Buddhist, everyone. Don't have any bias towards any community whatsoever.
Fair enough. Let's get Mr. Tyagi to respond to you. Mr. Tyagi, this is obviously, according to the Congress Party, is being done for the sake of an equitable atmosphere for everyone to grow.
Let me elaborate further. Let me dwell upon. There can be arguments and counter arguments, and Karnataka is fully entitled to speak, but you cannot make unnecessary arguments which are not tenable as per the constitution, as per the judicial deliberations which have happened in the past. Now, for example, I mean, these people, if D.K. Shukwar, I'm logically analyzing, has made a statement that if required, we will make the necessary amendment in the constitution. So he says it will be challenged. If it is such a crystal clear unambiguous provision in the constitution. Why does he have to reflect the apprehension that people will go to the court and challenge this provision? Nobody challenges the SC/ST reservation, but why D.K. Shivakumar is reflecting apprehension that there is a possibility people will go to the court and challenge this particular provision of 4% reservation in the contract? So that itself shows that they are not clear, but they are working on securing the vote bank of the Muslims, because this is a very great narrative that we are for pro-Muslim. It's a BJP which is blocking us. Now, coming to the judicial process, as per the Indira Sahni case, Vinny, you cannot exceed 50% cap, and many times courts have struck down that it is exceeding 50% reservation limit. You cannot go beyond it. Now, what will happen to this 4% contract? Just let me complete. Don't laugh, because your entire argument was laughable. Let me tell you, you are defending absolutely
The total percentage given in contracts doesn't exceed 50%. It doesn't
Let him
exceed
finish.
50%.
Let him finish, sir. Let him finish, sir. Let him finish, sir.
No, you're not listening to
Let
me.
him finish, sir. Let him finish, Mr.
24
Satyaprakash.
plus 4 plus
Mr.
4
Satyaprakash, let him
plus
finish.
again,
Mr. Satyaprakash, let him finish.
Now you have given a long speech which makes no sense to me at all. Let me speak now.
Go on,
This is
Mr. Tyagi.
What I'm trying to say is that 4%, forget about it, it's a concept which has to be challenged. Is not Karnataka taking away the SC/ST quota and introducing 4% Muslim, which is a religion-based reservation, into the
No,
category?
no.
Is it not?
No.
It is not
You are lying
depriving
to the
the SC/ST.
nation.
What
You are lying to the nation.
Again.
You are lying to the nation. SC/STs.
Mr. Satyaprakash, let him
Yes,
finish.
yes, yes,
Mr. Satyaprakash,
yes,
Mr. Satyaprakash, this is not done.
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Satyaprakash,
25%.
Mr. Satyaprakash, Mr. Satyaprakash, I gave you an ample opportunity to speak. Nobody interrupted you. Please don't do this. Let him make his point. I'll give you an opportunity. I'll come back to you. Don't do this.
No, you are lying. You are-
Mr. Satyaprakash,
You are-
Mr. Satyaprakash.
Listen, Vinny. He let him go to the court of law and argue what kind of nonsensical argument he's advancing on the television program. What I'm saying is, Vinny, that 4% reservation, fine, they want to secure Muslim vote. It is a consistently seen where Priyanka Gandhi went and brought the Gaza, Philistine in the parliament bags. I mean, this consistently, the appeasement politics of Congress stands completely exposed. Whether it is Manmohan Singh's statement on the rights of minorities in the natural resources, number of statements. What I'm trying to say is these people have lost out the political fodder. They have become politically bankrupt. Very difficult. They are managing their political existence. Now they are somehow desperately trying to secure this minority vote, because again minority vote is fractured because somebody Samajwadi Party is trying to take away. So anyway, that could be the one of the major desperation they have, which is being reflected in this kind of absurd statement of D.K. Shivakumar. And D.K. Shivakumar knew it very well that it will not happen, but he wanted to bring this debate. Now, Mallikarjun Kharge is shouting in parliament and saying, no, he never said he will change the constitution. Nobody can change the constitution. So this kind of a double speak, I think, is a very, very embarrassing. Let me complete my argument. If I have to give me some 10 more seconds. What I'm saying is Andhra Pradesh is it not Muslim a religion? Have you done the religion Jati Jangarna on Muslims? Is all Muslim and bloc fall into the category of backward? I mean, just give me that they are superior Muslims also. Why they are also getting the same benefit? So the logic fails completely on the ground that you are and bloc extending the reservation benefit to irrespective of whether they're backward, they're not backward. So that is what the blanket sweep of including every Muslim into the reservation is the preposterous, is the anti-constitution. And you are still harping upon that this commission, such a committee.
Okay, all right. I want Sumit P to come in, then we'll go to Mr. So I'll come to you, sir. Sumit, go on.
The point what I want to reply to Satyaprakash is, look, nobody is against Muslims, nobody is against Muslim reservation, and Muslim reservation is a part of, when we talk of ST and OBC, it includes Muslims. Even today, and it has been from the very beginning. So there is not a thing in this country Muslims don't get reservation. But when it comes to Hindus, SCs have a reservation because of their status, socio-economic status. So there are people in Hindus in OBC because of socio-economic status, and there are Hindus in ST because of the socio-economic status. Similarly, Muslims are there because of socio-economic status, and similarly Muslims are also in ST because of socio-economic status. Now, if you are talking, what Mukesh Bhai was making a point, you want to say, I want to get each and every Muslim into, because just he's a Muslim, then he will get why a Sayyid, why a Quraysh, why a Hashmi, why all these Ashrafis or the upper caste of Muslims or the Sayyids or which are the majority of the Muslims, why should they get the reservation? If you give that reservation to him, why not a Brahman here? Why not a Baniya here? Why not a Kshatriya here, which is again Hindu but is on a different socio-economic strata? Why are their rights infringed then? Then why don't they go to the court and say, if an upper caste Muslim like Sayyid can get a reservation, a Quraysh can get a reservation, why should not a Sharma ji or a Goel Saab or a Rana ji get a reservation? Bhai, humne kya kiya? What is wrong in that? Because you are trying to start a Pandora's box, because you know this will not hold the state of law. You cannot hold it in the court. Say you are just trying a gimmick, and then you want to say BJP is anti-Muslim, Constitution is anti-Muslim, courts are anti-Muslim, and that's why you will come up with a Lal Kitab, Rahul Gandhi ji, and we'll go with that Lal Kitab.
Okay, all right. Mr. Satyaprakash, we have a minute left. On to you now, sir. As I promised, I'll give you an opportunity to respond. Here it is.
I want to say one line.
Go on, Mr. Satyaprakash. Mr. Tyagi, one second.
Both my friends have a myopic view. They don't have basic common sense that OBC has creamy layer. Any person has to get an OBC certificate. He has to be within certain limit. So only those Muslims within those limits will get that. Point number one. Point number two, we need to understand that Muslims are citizens of this country. Aren't Dalits Hindus? Aren't OBCs Hindus? So this government, this Karnataka's Congress government has been fair to Hindus also, has been fair to Muslims also. Now what my friends are saying is, what about Brahmins, what about Kshatriyas, what about others? And my friend was also lying to the nation, saying that 50% cap has been, no. 24 plus 15 plus 4 plus 4 is how much, my dear friend? So have your maths ready before coming to a national channel.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Second thing is,
we've run out of time.
This government is going to be a government for all. We don't differentiate between Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, etc. Today we have brought the Muslims in. Tomorrow, if Sikhs want some proactive help from us, we will look at that also. Today's government is hitting the 49, 50 this thing and trying to bring
okay, we've run out of time. Unfortunately, gentlemen, we've run out of time. We'll have to pick this up another time.